Hello, everybody. It's me, Bigfoot, Michigan Rob, with another subscriber encounter story. This I'm titling The Beast of Bray Road, and this really got me going, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. Go check out my store on the About page on YouTube. A lot of cool merchandise. Let's get on with it. Elkhorn, Wisconsin. It was midnight when I was walking down the infamous Bray Road, taking a shortcut down the road and through the woods. And no, not through the woods to grandmother's house, but my girlfriend Ann's. The year was fall of 1983. Of course, I had heard of the folklore or legend of a man like Wolf that had terrorized this part of Wisconsin off this infamous path or road. And to me, it was just that, folklore or a legend passed down from 1936, when the legend first arose and later made popular by then reporter Linda Godfrey, who has written a book on the subject. I had taken this pathway to Ann's many times, especially not when I was in a hurry, and frankly, it was just more convenient for me. After walking down Bray Road, I had cut through a trail that would take me directly through the woods for about a mile, then ended at the end of the block where Ann's house was. I found it strange, after several yards walking the trail, that I did not hear the usual chirping of crickets or any of the typical sounds that I was familiar with at nighttime. I started feeling a bit wary of this, and for some reason, I found myself stopping and turning to look over my right shoulder towards the wood line. I continued down my path as only a few hundred yards would lead me to my destination. Then I heard a crackling in the brush, as though an animal of some sort had been scampering in back of me and getting closer. The crackling of brush got louder. I stopped, whirled around, and saw nothing, and the crackling of brush also subsided. Now, I picked up my pace into a light jog and was determined to get to Ann's house as soon as possible. Then, it started again. The crackling of brush picked up, and this time, when I turned around, I saw what would appear to be a large dog or wolf on all fours on the outer edge of the tree line just off the road following me. My heart started to beat fast, and a sweat started to pour from the top of my head. For whatever reason, I noticed that the crackling of brush started to sound a bit different, as though perhaps a person and not an animal was in back of me. It was bipedal, and to my relief, I figured it was another person on the trail. I turned around, and to my instincts, the walking in fact was bipedal. But this was no human. The wolf-like creature was now upright on two legs, advancing upon me. I was in shock. I dared not to run, but this thing was gaining fast upon me. Then, in the distance, what appeared to be a motor, or perhaps a scooter of some sort, was heard in the distance. Still, too scared to turn around, I noticed an illumination come from behind me, and in fact, it was a man on a scooter who started to honk his horn and was waving his hand up in the air, as if gesturing me to stop. At this point, the bipedal creature was not in view. When the man on the scooter, much older than I, approached, he stopped and said, "You, son, it's not all that safe walking these trails late at night," and asked if he could accompany me to my destination. Before I could answer, I asked, "Did you see anything or anyone following behind me?" The older man said with an odd grin, "Do you mean the Beast of Bray Road?" My body grew chills, and my sweat appeared to freeze on my forehead, and in an instant, the old man sped off. I have not told a soul this story. I was relieved to get to Ann's house. When she looked at me, she asked, "What's wrong?" I simply replied, "Some old guy on a motorbike freaked me out." Well, let me tell you something. That story freaks me out. That was 4 minutes long, and I tell you what, it packed everything into this. the edge of the wood line, something following this guy, thinks it's a dog, turns around, sees it bipedal, looking like a wolf. You know what? The beast of Bray Road, does it exist? Is this what this guy saw? And what about the old man? That was more creepy than seeing the actual creature, right? Old man on a bike, motorbike. This is 1983, so I'm guessing it was like a moped or something. First, he offers to accompany this guy, and then he just grins at him, says the beast of Bray Road, and he speeds off. That freaks me out more than the actual encounter itself. I hope you enjoyed it. I try to keep these between 4 and 8 minutes, and I appreciate. Go ahead. Beyond BMR is the email that you can send any encounter stories into me if you'd like me to read them on my channel. Once again, thank you for subscribing to Bigfoot Michigan Rob, and I'll talk to you next Saturday with another story. You have a great day. You have a great weekend. Love you all, and have a great day. Bigfoot Michigan Rob.